Happy Sunday! I am headed to work right now, but I wanted to hop on really quick, and I don't have a lot of time to talk, but I hope everybody has an awesome day today. I hope you guys woke up and you were like, you know what? We're gonna freaking kill today. Like, the day is what you make it, and people say that all the time, and I used to be like, no, it's not what you make it. It is based upon the events that happen throughout your day, what's happening in your life. And that's so not true. It's not true. And the people who say happiness is a choice, happiness is a choice. You do choose whether you want to be happy or not. But I also agree a little bit with the other side of it, depending on the situation, the circumstances, or what's happening at a certain time. It might be harder in certain moments to either be happy or stay happy. There are certain situations that will impact you more than other situations. So something small could happen and you could be like, you know what, I'm going to be happy. I'm choosing to be happy. I am choosing to not allow this to bother me or ruin my day. And that's awesome. That's great. But then there's other situations where, the same thing might be harder. And you could still choose to be happy, but a little bit upset about it. But don't let it ruin your entire day. And I know I've been there. I've been that person, and it sucks, honestly. I hate the feeling of being upset. I hate the feeling of being mad, especially more so than the feeling of upsetness. Because it gets in your heart, and it's not supposed to be there. So it feels horrible. It feels wrong. And, you want to be happy again. So normally when I drive to work, the sun is out, and the sun is not out today, which is upsetting. I feel like people have better days, people have happier days when the sun is out, but that just means you have a deficiency. So I woke up this morning and I was thinking about life and where I'm at in life, and who I have to thank for where I'm at in my life right now. And that is not just a bunch of people, but also, okay, let's go. So I need to thank my mama for giving me life, for helping me throughout life. I need to thank my dad for giving me life. I need to thank Mitchie for helping me through life. I need to thank Aunt Donna and Aunt Sharon for helping me with Lucas and everything that comes along with that. They have been nothing but beautiful and helpful, and I'm very grateful and very thankful. Without my family, I would not be where I am, and things would be a lot more difficult. And it's not just enough to be like, hey, I love you, thank you for helping me when I need it. When something happens, you should be showing your appreciation for people regardless of any situation going on. And if you think about being on the other side of that, it's happened to all of us where someone comes up and they're like, you know what, thank you. Like, oh my gosh, or, what you did the other day that helped me out so much. Excuse me. So we all know how it feels to be on the receiving side of gratitude. And if you don't, then you have a problem. But imagine that feeling that you've been given, and then giving that feeling to somebody else. That's awesome. Sorry, I think I'm gonna sneeze again. So just be more thankful openly to other people. You have no idea like how much that could help somebody's day, or even just smiling. Smiling is a huge thing that a lot of people don't do anymore, and I don't know why, but we definitely should. I woke up this morning and I was thinking about my life and where I want to be, where I'm at and where I used to be. And my life honestly started changing when I stopped feeling sorry for myself. And not in the sense of like, oh, poor me, like, you know, life is happening and I can't do anything to change it. Because I was making a little bit of progress every day, working towards changing it. But more or so in the sense of, man, this sucks. Like, stuff keeps happening back to back to back, and, you know, it's not stopping. Nothing I do is changing it. That's a lie. Everything that you do every day is going into changing your situation. But it's all about your perspective and how you perceive things. But you also can't stop. Like, once you start going, you have to continue. And it's the days where you're like, you know what? I've been doing so good. Like, I could take a break. Everything will be fine. You know, I shouldn't work as hard today. Or I don't need to do this because I did this yesterday. That's absolutely not true. It doesn't matter. Well, okay, so it matters what you did yesterday. But if you're working towards getting somewhere that you want to be, somewhere you need to be, or the sense of having progression, it does not matter what you did yesterday. It matters at the end of the day when the day resets and everything starts over again, and your attitude towards life, towards what you're doing, has to be the exact same that it was yesterday. You have to go and you have to grind and you have to push hard, and you just have to continue going no matter what happens or what gets thrown in your face. And that sounds a little heartless, but you are not going to get anywhere unless you work. You have to work for it. And a lot of people don't really understand that. Like, they might understand the idea of it, but physically actually working, they're like, oh, I don't need to do that, or I don't need to work that hard. And you don't want to work that hard, you're not going to get anywhere. So you have to figure out where you want to be, how you're going to get there, and then you need to know that you're going to have to push harder than you have ever pushed before. And I don't know where it came from, but there's a quote that says, if you want something you've never had, you're gonna have to do something you've never done. And that is so, so true and so very important. And if you think about your life in perspective with that quote, when you were little, or when you were a teenager or a young adult and you wanted something, what did you have to do? You had to do something you've never done before, and then you got that. So why would it be any different now? It wouldn't. People just need to change their perception and their perspective and push and grind and just go at it every single day as hard as you can, and you're gonna get somewhere. But also, having said that, you have to have a good attitude about it. You can't just go in and work and have a horrible attitude. Having a horrible attitude is not going to get you anywhere, and people will probably either A, start hating you, B, not want to be around you, or C, not want to help you. Or on the worst side of it, because of your attitude, they're going to want to tear you down and take away everything you have, everything you're working for. So it's just better to have a good attitude. But I gotta go to work. I hope you guys have a beautiful day today. It is Sunday, so those of you going to church, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you go in there, you worship, you praise, I wish you guys nothing but the best of luck today. And hopefully the sun comes out later, because that would be very nice. But I love you and have a good day. Keep your hopes up. Keep your spirits up. Grind.